Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to your daily dose of the Long Dark Survivors mode. What are we doing today? Waiting for a bearskin to cure so I can make a bearskin bedroll is what we're doing. And last I remember, I was sort of socked in by a blizzard. I am sort of running out of bear meat, except for what's in the travois, but that's sort of my exploratory kit. So a deer or two would probably not go amiss if the weather lets up, which is not proving. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I just realised in order to get the deer back up to the cabin, I'm probably going to have to use the travois, aren't I? That might work. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's be about it and hope that my memory is wrong about the weather.
Something's gotta go.
And oh, that's not too bad. I'm warming up a bit. I was thinking, why is there a pry bar there? It's not, it's a sapling. Oh, this is going to take forever. Oh, that does not look good. Oh, it's glimmerfrog. Glimmerfrogs? Glimmerfog. Probably. Did I? Yes, there we go. Insomnia risk. Wonderful. And while I can see my hand in front of my face, this is not... Yeah, you can't even tell there's a lake down there, so I am not massively keen on dashing around in it. The recommended procedure right now is to get underground or somehow avoid it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just going to have to live with it. At least it's not actively cold. What have I got in terms of food on me? I don't want to cut into my bear meat supply on the travois, but I may have to. I'm running out here. And actually, today or tomorrow, the bear could respawn, couldn't it? When did I shoot the bear? Was it Thursday? No, actually, it might be tomorrow that it respawns. But, yeah, for obvious reasons, I don't necessarily recommend wandering around a flat, featureless lake in this weather. I'm not so bothered about wandering around on the island, however, so perhaps what I will do is resume my hunt for firewood, make sure that the travois has not despawned, which it hasn't. I mean, I'm not lacking for food, but I'd rather not use that and save it for when I'm exploring, which is going to happen. I'd say something vacuous like, trust me. No, it'll happen. If I don't, I know at least 2 subscribers who will start suggesting that I move on, and I wouldn't blame them at all. So, let's see. I did check around, and I didn't see any newly fallen branches. Or at least not that many. Hello again, Haikal. How are you today? Oh, how are you now? assuming nothing's changed in the last 2 hours. I did see you during the Warframe live stream, didn't I? I'm not imagining things. Ah, we do have firewood. Here we go. Yes, 184. Somewhat miraculously, I picked up 10 subs in the last 24 hours.
Close my eyes, but I just can't sleep. I can barely walk with this much gear.
All right. Yes, 200 subs. Once a wild and crazy dream seems, well, likely if I keep going, I suppose. Oh, you don't have to comment. You don't have to say anything helpful. The problem with Warframe is I can't pay as much attention to the chat as I do in the long dark, simply because you have to focus more time on the screen. Except for the bits when I'm not shooting things. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. After yesterday's performance, I'm a little shell-shocked, it has to be said. Well, at least I picked up some firewood.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for
And
shelter.
hopefully I don't have any people demanding stuff from me today. Shouldn't do until after midday, which is not a problem. Yeah, how many views did I get this morning on Warframe? 50 or so, I think. 57 so far. 17 concurrent, not counting Twitch. Twitch, I think I had 10 views during the course of the stream. Oh, great. I only had a scrap of meat. Gonna have to start raiding the travois in a bit. Or I could make use of the potatoes. I haven't cooked a potato. Morning, Tony. I had quite the compliment paid to me too during the live stream, which I thought was terribly nice of somebody. They said I looked like Count Dooku. which is kind of amusing because I've also been compared with Richard Hammond from Jurassic Park. Oh, at least I got potatoes. Oh. I should have watched the stove more carefully.
Come on.
Ah! Oh, no, that's alright. I can eat that. I was thinking I didn't have to. Eh. Well, let's see if I can get him to fall asleep. Oh! Oh, please don't tell me the weather's doing it again. Oh, excuse me a second. Ah. Itchy ear. I don't recommend it. Right. Okay. Let's see if we are in a good shape for a deer hunt today.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Hi, Danny. Right. What are we thinking? That's a no right now. Ah. Can I hear wolves? That does sound like wolves. Well, I suppose there's a chance the fog might burn off. At least it's not freezing. Oh, we've still got the glimmer fog. Crampons. Glimmer fog. Currently looking at a way of including the current viewer count in the panel in OBS. Might be a way doing Streamlabs. I think they got ways of doing it, but I'm not entirely sure. But there might be a way I can do that, which would be interesting. Yeah, that definitely sounds like wolves. Come on, weather. Give me a break. It's just past the time. Nope. Oh dear, what happened at work, Danny? I'm just going to go down to the bottom. And I wonder if this counts as being sheltered from the glimmer fog. That would be interesting. Yeah. I don't know about you, but heading off into that. Oh, 13-cent raise? That's ludicrous. Well, if the wolves are howling, there are wolves on the lake, and I wouldn't see them before they were pretty much close enough to take grave offense to my existence and try and do something drastic to me, so I don't think I'm going to be wandering around. Grief. It's rather crazy. It sort of has the promise that the fog won't last. If this was the real world and this was a regular fog, I might think it would be had a chance of clearing, but I am not so hopeful here. Don't tell me wolves got onto the island. Yeah, that's not even a raise. I mean, that's just insulting. So if the glimmer fog gives me insomnia, what does it do to wolves and bears and ptarmigan and rabbits? Are they not affected? Actually, there's a thought. I had not even thought of that. Can animals even suffer from insomnia? Mammals, at least? I wouldn't be surprised if the great apes do. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Eh, well, that works. Good. Yeah, at least you have that option. I didn't have quite that situation when I was very young, but I did once quit a job when I discovered that I, with 6 years of experience, was being paid less than someone who had just joined. So I was essentially doing the same job, nominally. I did actually confront my management about it, and when I realized that they were basically just messing me around, I essentially handed in my notice immediately. They wanted me to stay on an extra month, so I did, on the proviso that they paid me the correct salary, which they did. The whole point being that I was supposed to train my replacement, which never showed up. And to cut a long story short, it was that ended my going to the United States to work. But yeah, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I would, before you did that, Danny, I would check to see what your terms and conditions are for your employment. Just to check to see whether they got some rules in there they can apply. I know in principle there's nothing to stop you from forming a union, but you never know what they've managed to slip in legally that essentially comes out as you shall not form a union. Yeah, that's well, here's something to think. I'm assuming, Danny, that the bakery you work at is part of a franchise. You might want to see if you can figure out how well the franchise is doing financially. They may be in a financially poor condition. Just saying, get the information. Yeah, but like I say, also check the financial condition of your employers. Yeah, because if it turns out they're not doing well, then that puts things in a different light, don't you think? I was going to say, why do we have a chimney here but we don't have a fire? But that's right where the pot-bellied stove is. Well, okay, seeing as I'm going to get insomnia anyway, I might as well. Yeah, let's go see if we've got any ptarmigan hanging around. Wow, I'll tell you what. Glimmer frog is creepy. I mean, it's not the crackling noise, per se, which you sort of associate with literally the glimmers on the snow. It's the cracks. And that reminds me of what it's like to camp out in a forest in the summer, because the trees creak and groan and crack at night. It's really quite creepy. Yeah. I'm not deliberately trying to play devil's advocate. Well, yeah, I suppose I am. I'm just saying that a complete picture might be a good idea. I mean, I know that I know as I grew older, and particularly as I'm older now. Of course, when it doesn't matter, but I sometimes wish that software engineers field service engineers, IT specialists, that kind of thing, were more prone to being unionized. So I think they would benefit from it. And at the risk of being political, I think the United States needs to, in general, as a country, start having more laws favouring the employees as they do in the European Union. But yeah, that would be regarded as socialism, and we know what would happen. Ooh, that's verging dangerously on the political. I really should avoid that. No! I heard ptarmigan. Oh no. That's... yeah, that's regrettable. Alright. I know there's a ptarmigan around here somewhere. I heard you. Where is it? Greetings everybody, today we're hunting ptarmigan. Be very, very quiet. Oh, there it is. You're not hiding around the tree from me, are you? Yeah, working for a semiconductor manufacturer, a semiconductor equipment manufacturing company in Austria was an eye-opener compared with what I've been used to in the States. You know, guaranteed, you know, guaranteed vacation time, guaranteed overtime. I mean, that's just the things that occurred to me right now. Yes, that's a curious way of reducing stress. Let's see if we can avoid getting mauled by a bear. I just had sudden visions of in the glimmer fog. Do rabbits sometimes turn into killer rabbits like the one from Monty Python, whose name I can never remember, because I don't have a holy hand grenade of Antioch on me. It's all right, Mr. Rabbit. You're safe-ish. There are definitely bears howling around somewhere. It's a shame you can't make broth from rabbits. Why can't you make broth from rabbits, but you can make broth from ptarmigan? Or have I asked that question before? Precisely, yes. I have done that. In real life, I mean. I think I need 2 ptarmigan, don't I, for broth? I thought that was a wolf growling. It was my stomach. Good grief, that's creepy in this weather. Well, one thing I can do at least is I can repair my arrow. Do I have feathers on me? I wish there was a little jump you could make in this game. I mean, that would be so nice. It's called Glimmerfrog. Glimmerfog, Tony. It gives you insomnia, and it's a fog, and it glimmers. Wouldn't be at all surprised if they were inspired by the movie Neon City, because they had something in that movie, except it was a lot more harmful. What did they call it in Neon City? Neon City, classic sort of 90s post-apocalyptic movie. I think it's actually a post-apocalyptic remake of Stagecoach, the John Wayne vehicle from 1935, I think. Hello, Leo. And I assume that's a bad pun. Ah, and now we've got improved weather. Yes, yeah, that would be nice. Where are the... Oh, there they are. Wow, they are not happy. Have I got time? Not really. Have I got time to do a run for a... for a deer. You know what? I might. Let's give that a bit of a bash. Let's see how well I feel about it. Got water, got food. Oops. Yeah, climbing on the walls, not recommended. What do we think? Worth going after a deer at this point? Might be. As long as the weather doesn't get worse. Which direction is the wind coming from? Doesn't appear to be wind. Oh, there's the airfield way over there. There's the float plane. And I suppose if the deer doesn't drop... What do you want to bet the deer aren't there? Hmm? What's the likelihood I come all this way and the deer are no longer there? Nope, I don't think they are. You gotta be kidding me. There's a handy dandy cave. Huh. Alright, I would now officially appreciate it if the wolves would stop howling, or at least be sufficiently far away that I can't hear them. No deer. No bear either. Alright. Where is it? I definitely heard ptarmigan. In the game or in real life, Danny? Oh, I should have more than enough. Actually, the reason I'm hunting ptarmigan is not really to make broth. It's just so that I've got enough feathers to make things with. And eventually, when I get back to Coastal Highway to trade, 4 or 5 rounds of ammunition. Because I wouldn't mind unlocking the bow he sells. I didn't know that. I never saw deer up there either. I kind of thought this wolf would have respawned by now. So this is mine. I'll say the one thing I've never completely understood. I'm sorry, yeah, it's about America. It's this, you go to get a full breakfast, you know? Which includes things like, bacon and something they call sausage, which isn't really, because, never mind. Anyway, and so you get pancakes on the same plate as your bacon and eggs, and then you pour syrup over the whole thing. I mean, ew. Stick the pancakes on the side. Don't put syrup on your bacon. Yes, I'm slandering American sausage. That's an unforgivable sin. I know it's really sausage, yes. But it's not, sausage is supposed to be in... It's not supposed to be like a patty. It's supposed to be tubular, like a hot dog. Oof. Ah. I think just the idea is making my stomach churn. One last check around here. Mind you, I am not really in a position to judge on how people eat their eggs. The only eggs that I can really tolerate and enjoy are scrambled eggs. I don't like fried eggs, I don't understand the point of them, and the only way you'll catch me eating poached eggs is if it's with something like, Eggs Benedict. That's alright, but, I think I will do this outside on the grounds that
Feels like night is coming.
scrambled eggs with mustard. When you actually do the scrambling, put some mustard in there. It sounds terrible, but it works really, really well. I even got my son to do it. He puts, when he makes scrambled eggs, he puts, I think it's Dijon mustard in there, and yeah, it comes out really good. I have no idea where I got the idea from. I just, in the back of my mind, it sort of felt like a combination that would work, so I tried it, and it really does. It works extremely well. I was so surprised. Good. Pretty much to taste. More than you might think. I tend to put, oh grief, dessert spoon, tablespoon, something like that, with 2 eggs. I think that was the assumption when I was doing it last. And yeah, it works surprisingly well. Where did I put my salt? I don't have... Oh. No, when you scramble the eggs, you put the that's when you put the mustard in, so it actually becomes part of the egg mustard milk slash cream mixture. That's when you put the mustard in then. So you cook it with the eggs.
Never been so hungry in my life. I need to find a place to rest.
But yeah, I think the only mustard I've used for that is Dijon. I'm not sure about English mustard, but Dijon seems to be the best thing. I think something like American mustard or English mustard would be a little too harsh, but Dijon I don't find to be harsh, and so that's what seems to work. That's not a bad idea, Haikal, but I have no idea what the game would have to be. I don't exactly have a lot of multiplayer. Can't be the Long Dark. I mean, if anyone else plays No Man's Sky, we could do that. Warframe could do that. Sky Children of the Light is multiplayer. Minecraft would be another one. I could run a Minecraft server and let you know on Discord how to get onto that. But that would have to be just for the live stream, because then I'd take it down when we were finished. Although, to be honest, the Minecraft thing would be me showing off. No idea. I would have to check. It would also have to be cheap because I am quite cheap when it comes to my gaming. Ah. Let's put this away. Okay, I'll take a look at small land. Yeah. Hang on a second. Actually, do it now. Yeah, seeing as I can now leave the screen up. Small land. Small land. Survive the wilds? Huh. I'll have to take a... Oh! I mean, it looks quite nice, to be honest. Hang on. Can I play it? Yes, I can. In principle, I should be able to play it. Okay. Whoa. Was that a giant mouse? Yes, it was. Alright, I might take a look at that. Oh, hang on a second. Let me add it to my wish list. Where is it? Where's... Huh. That does look interesting. Hang on. Open world survival. Is the multiplayer... Do you host the game yourself? Or are there centralized servers? Global servers? Where's add to wish list? Oh, come on. It looks kind of nice. Add to your wish list. There we go. It's added to my wish list now. So I will take a look at some point. Right, what was I doing? I was going to dump ptarmigan outside, wasn't I? Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that could be worth it. Oh, I think I had enough to make more broth. Yeah, because I mean there are two ways to go: meet up online, or I host a game, or someone hosts a game. Still tired, apparently. I don't think I've seen a huge mouse in real life. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you are. You're kidding me. No, surely not. Well, that's a good job I shot that bear. That does sound quite cozy. I'm definitely going to have to take a look at that. Yes, wonderful. Yeah, the thing about my Minecraft server is if anybody, really tried that, although I'm sensing a certain antipathy towards the idea, is that getting you all in would be straightforward, and getting you equipped would be easy because my home base in Minecraft in this particular server is yeah, you can get cheap diamond armor, cheap diamond weapons, cheap everything. The only thing you'd have to work on is the enchantments, and I just realized there are problems with the enchantments at the moment. Not with the enchantments per se, but because I think they nerfed zombie piglin farms, so you can't get XP from them anymore. Oh, the other problem with Minecraft would be making sure you're all running the correct version. Well, that's not a huge issue. I don't think you have to have the mods I run. I don't think you need to be running a fabric. Oh, but you would need to, because we could use yeah, getting it organized, getting a Minecraft live stream with all of us would be possible. It just takes some work. We definitely have to work on it. But I will check out Small Land. That probably would be easier because there's no setup required. 82%. Well, oops. Let's I think I've got enough to... Where's my... Yep. I've got... Oh, did I leave the ptarmigan outside? I did. Oh, this is interesting. How much a ptarmigan? No, I don't know what bramble is. Now, this is kind of interesting because you get sort of 850 calories out of it. I don't think you get 850 calories out of that much ptarmigan. Look at all that gourmet broth. Mm. "17 calories of ptarmigan." And I've eaten all the... Oh. If there is a problem with the Forsaken Airfield, well, there's several problems with the Forsaken Airfield, but one of them is, yeah, the prevalence of bad weather. I might have heard of bramble, but I'm not certain, to be honest. Yes, yes. You'd think they'd sort of round up because of the 3 calories. And here's the thing, if you sort of have 2 or 3 pieces of very small meat, you still smell. At least I think you do. What am I doing? I am humming and hawing and trying to think what I'm doing. Ah, grief. Yeah, that is not good. I wouldn't even be able to map. I wouldn't be able to map in this weather. Well, I've got nothing else to do. Might as well go see if I can find any more. Do I want to decimate the rabbit population for fun and profit? It would help stretch the meat out, wouldn't it? But I see the rabbits are too wise to be wandering around when I'm out here with a bow. And that weather is not filling me full of confidence. I'll drop a message in Discord, see if we can reach some kind of consensus about what we might want to try as a multiplayer 200 player live stream event. And if it's after 200 subscribers, I'm not going to worry too much. Oh, at least it's not... I am very disappointed in you, weather. I mean, this looks like it's sort of coming up to a full-blown storm now, and I need to get meat from the travois. I'm going to be doing that a lot this day. Oh, grief. Excuse me a second. Oh. Good grief. Bad weather, no visibility, funny cracking sounds. Let's see. Now, here's a thought. Do I need... What's my bow condition like? I think it's about 50%, isn't it? Yeah, I need to sharpen that. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's alright. That's manageable. That's enough feathers for most things, I think. Where did I get that from? I haven't touched a fish in a while. But I do need to sharpen the knife. I think that would be advisable. Oh, and this. Actually, I might as well go through the whetstone, because I've got another one that's at 30%.
I'm tired, but I can't sleep.
The temptation is to simply, not use the whetstone, but seeing as I will be using the knife and the hatchet. Right. Where did I put my other whetstone? I know I got one. Yeah, there we go. Where's my ruined whetstone go? Oops, wrong side. There we go. And where there was something else I wanted to throw in there. Where is it? That. Where did I get the lantern oil from? Well, I am going to do the inevitable, and I am going to take a quick break to go to the toilet, so I will leave you with the howling wind and the not blowing snow yet. So I'll be back in about 3 or 4 minutes. I will see you then. Tell you what, if you want a weird experience, go to the toilet in the middle of a live stream with your earbuds still in, and I could hear the howling wind the entire time. I did have a thought. I do have them occasionally. I do have, in my Minecraft world, a PvP arena. It's a scale model of the arena floor at the Flavian Colosseum in Rome. I could dump you all in that and then do a commentary on what you get up to. That would actually be kind of amusing, because while I'm not going to tell you the details at this point, although if you watch my past videos on it, you'll know what it's about, I do have some surprises in that arena. Keep you all on your toes. Ooh, I'm a nasty person. I need more water. I'm running out. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I built it for my son and his friend, who sometimes would show up. So yeah, it's not the arena itself is finished. The rest of it is not. That's a huge task. But yeah, it's this sort of oval-shaped arena that I based on the Colosseum, including tunnels underneath. But those are for the tunnels underneath were for infrastructure, for some of the other bits and pieces that I've got in there. Anybody just idly wandering around that arena is going to hear some things they probably wish they didn't. I mean, you're safe, but unless I press certain buttons, at which point things become educational. Water. I do need more water. I do not have much water, so let's do that.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, crossplay isn't bad, is it? Oh, and it cleared up. Just a bit too late to do me any good. Thank you, guys. Oh no, not again! You're kidding me. How did I ever get anything done? Can I make steak in this game? Yes, you can. Venison, or bear, or wolf. Alright, that should give me water for a while. Yes, in fact, I do have steak. There you go. 1 kilogram of bear. Why am I carrying my tools around with me? Oh, if in doubt, make steak. If in doubt, put water. What I really need right now is a clear night and a clear morning and go after venison, I think. I'm sure there are people out there who can tell you what the weather's going to be like in the morning, in the morning, in the morning in the game. I said in the morning because, you know, red sky at morning, shepherd's warning, red sky at night, shepherd's delight. I doubt they would follow. I don't know, would they follow that in the game? It's a good job I got the firewood. How's that bear doing? 85%. Yes, I thought that was going to happen. $439. Getting on for 500. Huh. Excuse me a moment. Looks promising. Alright, let's see how bad it is out there. Well, it's obviously clear-ish. But unless it's absolutely freezing, which it is. It is freezing, but we have a good chance that it might warm up. Do I want to risk going out in this? I suppose I do, really. I think I'm going to end up shooting the bear tomorrow.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I wonder if you could stop complaining, Mackenzie. Yeah, at the very least, let's take a look-see, see if the deer are out. Oh, that doesn't sound promising at all. Well, the wolves are out. I'm not sure if that's a good sign or not. Anyone up for wolf steak? Should point out, Tony, that I am playing on the second easiest difficulty level. And in this you can cook and eat the predators. I won't say, yeah, with impunity. At other difficulty levels, your cooking level has to be at sort of level 5, I think, in order for you not to risk getting parasites. I'm doing the usual thing. Looking out for suspicious blobs in the distance. Are they moving? And the deer are not present on the ice today. Perhaps they know something I don't. I'm going to have to go fishing. That's okay. Yeah, we're going to go fishing. Fishing it is. Yep. Anyone up for a spot of fishing? At least I got the firewood to take with me. And no, I'm not going to use the fishing hut over there. I'll use the one that's on the other side of the island. I think that's a more wise decision. Oh, excuse me, tea burp. I apologise for that. What am I heading up here for? Oh, yes, water and firewood so I can spend quality time in the fishing hut. I think that's going to be my best option. Alright, let's grab some water. Yeah, that should last me a while. And that should keep me going. I can never remember the correct way of getting off the island. It's around here, isn't it? I did bring my... Oh no, I was going to say, I did bring my pot with me, didn't I? No, I didn't, but I do have a tin can. Ah, here we are. Well, I've got some bait. That's the great thing about these, as everybody knows.
All this gear is slowing me down.
As long as you've got enough wood. You could practically live in this. Okay, let's cook ourselves some fish. Should have brought the pot. Never mind.
Come on.
Oh, that's not very heavy. I hope I got the timings right on this. I did. What's my smallest fish? How long that takes? 12 minutes. Wait a minute. What happened to my bait? Oh. Hmm. Of course.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Yes, but you're in a good spot. You don't get to complain. Oops, that's a little excessive. I don't know the last time I caught so many fish. Well, that'll get me through the night. I did remember to bring my bedroll, right? Oh, come on. Oh, almost forgot. Just in case, do the 2 hours per session thing. Just in case. I don't think this... I can't remember getting cold in here. There is something very satisfying about spending the night in the fishing hut and fishing and eating your catch. At least in the game. I don't know what it's like in real life. Right. Ah, this might be worth... This might be worth going after the deer. I'll go back to the cabin, drop the stuff off. Very slowly. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, let me guess, this is the point at which a bear decides to arise from its hibernation and just come out from behind one of those rocks. Although, yeah, there's no evidence of a cave around there. Do you know what I didn't check? How cold it is. And the good news is it's not too cold. So, yeah. As long as the weather doesn't decide to do anything imaginative, definitely a possibility of going after deer. Is there some kind of rule about how much time after a blizzard or strong winds or something like that animals like deer show up again? I nearly said deer reappear. I have absolutely no idea why I have this tendency to rhyme things with deer or bear. If I start rhyming things with moose, I know I've got a problem. The good news is I don't think I can immediately come up with any rhymes for wolf. Yes, you can kill a bear with a bow. In fact, you can do it with one shot. In fact, I have done that. But you can definitely kill a bear with a bow. Basic rule of thumb for deer, bear, is if you see a blood splash, then that animal will die eventually. Oh, and wolf. Moose, on the other hand, are... No, if you get a solid hit on them, the next day they'll be fine. So if you go after a deer, you're pretty much... a moose. You're pretty much committed to killing it then and there. But you can single shot a bear with the rifle or with the bow. I have not tried it with the revolver. I understand that cougar don't bleed out on you either. The other thing you want to do, if you put if you're not sure whether you actually got a clean hit, you can check your statistics. So let's suppose that I have taken a shot at a bear and I want to know when it's dead. You can come to this screen. Yeah, take a look at your stats, and if you have a look at bears killed, for example, if that goes up after you've landed an arrow in a bear, then the bear's dead and you can go looking for it. Moose, no, moose you're just going to have to shoot them until they fall over on you. Right, what am I doing for water? I'm good for water. Let's drop off the firewood that I'm carrying. Oh, do I want to hang on to the firewood? I might need to, actually. Because I have to build a fire on the ice. If you're talking about can you kill a bear with a bow in real life, yeah, that's been done. In fact, I I know of... Oh, grief. Can't remember the guy's name. He was very famous as an archer in his time. And I'm talking, you know, he did the shooting for one of the very early Robin Hood movies, the one with Errol Flynn, and I can't remember the name of the archer, but he shot an elephant, killed an elephant with a bow. In fact, there used to be I think there was a tribe in Africa who were nicknamed the Elephant Killers because they would kill elephant with bows, if I'm remembering correctly. So it's safe to say that a suitable bow will kill any land animal in the world. You just have to be a bit mad to try it. And you have to be very, very good for some of that. So, there are people, there are states in the United States where I believe it is legal to go after black bear with a bow. I actually saw a video of somebody doing that once. I don't know if it's legal anywhere to go after grizzly though, with a bow. But there is, in many states, a bow hunting season. And it looks like the deer are not on the ice. Now the bear that spawns over there, I've taken that twice now with the bow. And the second time, well, it bled out both times. The second time I actually did put 2 arrows into it and was able to recover them. Couldn't help but feel a bit sad for the poor creature. Yep, this is where the deer normally are and I'm not seeing them. And under these conditions I'm not sure I'd take a shot at the bear, but I'm going to have a look for something to do. But I think if it's over there, I probably wouldn't see it in this weather. Who knows? Why am I still smelly? Is it just because it's fish? What am I carrying that's smelly? I shouldn't... It's the fish, isn't it? Oh, it's the... It's the... It's the bait. Yeah. Yeah, so when the bear spawns in, you can... I don't know its full range, but you can see it in the sort of general region of the float plane that's crashed over there, and along the shoreline. And you can, in fact, lure it in close enough to where you can take a safe shot from the float plane. You literally climb onto the wing, and it can't get you there. This is sandbox mode, praise the sun. Yeah, this is survival mode. There is a story mode, which is winter mute, which I have been streaming at the weekends. Just in case you want to know. But yeah, if you see the bear over here, you can get to the point where it notices you, and then you can lure it into this position and then shoot it, and you're safe up here because it apparently can't climb up the wing. The major problem with shooting the bear here is, one, you've got a lot of stuff to carry, which you might want to take several trips, and two, there are wolves sometimes in that region, so you have to sort of go round and hope that they don't smell you, which sometimes they do. But I don't... Excuse me a second. Good grief, have I had the microphone off this entire time? I am so sorry. When did... Oh. That is inane of me. I haven't done that in a long time. Sorry about that. Sorry, so, what were we saying? Oh grief, I've got to recap all kinds of conversation. Yes, praise the sun. This is sandbox mode, survival mode. There is a story mode called Wintermute, which is a separate downloadable. I just been speaking for 45 minutes without the microphone on. Ah! Oh, I'm an idiot today. I'm very sorry, everybody. Oh, no, I switched it off because I needed a cough. Okay. I think I've had it on most of the time. Once again, my professionalism at streaming shines through.
Can't feel my feet.
I wish there was a way to actually filter out things like... Okay, alright. Thank you. I feel a little bit better. I wish there was a way to filter out sudden, short, sharp sounds, but the simple truth is there isn't. Not on the fly. I do have a sound filter active, but that excludes white noise. And, yeah. And here we go with the blizzard again. I'll tell you what, Mr. Wolf. You ignore me, and I won't turn you into lunch.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Well, the good news is we're almost home. Bad news is no deer.
Freezing.
Well, we'll cook up a mess of fish.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Stop complaining, Mackenzie. Ah, and my deer hide is nearly ready. I'm almost ready to make the bearskin bedroll. Ah.
Come on.
Now you stop. Well, you know what? We might just have time to make the basket bedroll. Yanus. I've been wanting to do that, to be honest with you, for some time.
Feels like a lot of gear.
It is a lot of gear, Mackenzie. You are absolutely correct. No, it varies from place to place. This is the DLC for the Far Territories, so I think you have more occurrences of things like this. But in the original maps, no, it's a separate loading screen. And I think here it depends on location as well. Then you go into the main hangar in the Forsaken Airfield, I think that's a loading screen. But this isn't. So no, I'm not running any mods. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't for this game. But the rules apply. It's a funny one. So I'm in editing mode here. And I can open the door, and you can see that that's in editing mode. And then I come out, and then you leave safe house customization. So, yeah. And it is to be hoped that when Black Frost comes out, all locations will be like this. That would be nice. So, you're almost ready. And I think I'm going to run until I've got this made now. Because that's... I mean, granted, I've got... Oh, yeah, at least 10 minutes. I think I'm going to run the game until... continue the stream until I make the bearskin bedroll. Yes! And that is not cured yet. How much water do I have? I have water. Let's make some more. The last content they made for the game, I think, is the final part of Wintermute. And Wintermute is due out for early access next year sometime. So they did add a graphical update fairly recently, but I don't think there's going to be any more content. They're focusing on Black Frost. I hope they're focusing on Black Frost. We don't really need more content right now. I would rather have Black Frost come out first or second quarter next year, even in early access, rather than have more content for this and delay Black Frost. But, you know, that's just me. But, Black Frost is the sequel, otherwise known as The Long Dark 2. It is due out for early access next year, but I can't remember when. I want to say Q1, but I wouldn't bet on it. It is the same world, but I think it's got a more urban setting. They're changing the... Basically, they're changing the setting, is my understanding of it. As I recall, the trailer for it featured horses, which is interesting. I think it's also set more in an urban environment, which will be interesting. Because this obviously is not in an urban environment at all. The most urban you get here is small villages. It's also apparently going to have multiplayer. But I hope it's a multiplayer where you host the game rather than a central server. Don't really want them to do a central server type of situation. Oh, let's put the salt away. Oh, excuse me a moment. I might have to sneeze. Well, not a sneeze per se. Right. Scarf down some food. Sleep a bit. Oh, you're kidding me. The problem is, yeah, the black bear hide is cured, so I now have 2 of them, so I can make the bedroll out of them. Or I could make a coat. Yeah, let's make the... let's do the ultimate pointless flex and make the bedroll. But the workbench is outside, and trust me, you do not want to be working in the middle of a blizzard outside. I could light a fire, I suppose. Ooh, it stopped-ish. But it's still very cold. Let's see how cold it is in the... It's freezing in here. That's not good. Because I think it takes 15 hours to make the bedroll. Oops, excuse me. Oh. Let's grab that. And... gonna need some of this. I can't remember how much you need. And... oh, there it is. Nearly gave myself a heart attack there. So, let's see, what does it take? Oh. 17.5 hours. I've got everything I need. I just need the workbench. And the problem is it is freezing. And you definitely don't want to be, working outside at a workbench when it's freezing. Let's see what it's like. Ah! Okay. It's a little bit freezing. Alright, let's see how this works. Bearskin bedroll. And you definitely, in this weather, don't want to be doing it more than 2 hours at a time. Although it's not too bad. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it warmed up. Oops. Forgot I had an improvised knife. And as long as there's sufficient light... might get another couple of hours.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Right, almost done. And that's one way to pass the day. Except I need to get meat from the travois. If it hasn't despawned. If this thing's despawned, I am in so much trouble. Actually, no. If that had despawned, I would have gone to the fishing hut in the dark and tried to do something with that. Right. Now we just rinse and repeat. And I think we'll finish off this stream probably when I'm finishing off making this bedroll. Assuming I don't get a blizzard. If I get a blizzard, then... Where's my water gone? Ah, there it is. And it's typical, isn't it? I've been essentially waiting for two things. One, for this to cure, and two, for the weather to be good enough so that I can move out and go somewhere else. And now that I'm making the bedroll, yeah, the weather improves. Alright, maybe we can get this done. Got a suspicion it's going to be freezing. Oh, it's not too bad. No, not too bad. There's a good chance I'll start warming up. Yep. Should get this made today.
I'm exhausted, but I just can't fall asleep.
And one final push. Ta-da! One bearskin bedroll. Best bedroll in the game, I think. There we go. We got it. Just as the weather turns nice. Now the problem is to repair it. I'll need another bearskin, but I'm not going to be using it much, to be honest. This is going to eventually go into the travois, and that's going to be sort of what I use to camp in when things get serious. But
Too much stuff to carry.
yes, I got it. How heavy is it? 3 kilograms. Yeah, you can see this is a regular bedroll. It's good enough. This one, yeah, heavy, warm, might scare animals. So as a result, we got one thing done today, apart from some fishing, and I'm out of fish. So I will leave you to bask in the glory of my bearskin bedroll. Now, if I could just make rabbit skin underwear, that would be fantastic. But you can't. In fact, I wish there was a way to replace the balaclava with something that was a bit better. But as you can see, I do have everything else that I possibly can made out of skins. But this under stuff here, no, you're pretty much stuck. But that's something. That's a bit of a flex. But I have to get going, unfortunately. So I will be back streaming this tomorrow, 9 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. Anything else is a bonus, and the only way to know about that is either to go onto Discord and hope that I remember to make an announcement. My Discord is linked. Or to subscribe and click on the bell button for notifications. So anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Please consider subscribing. We are getting awfully close to 200 subscribers. I mean, that's a heck of a goal for me. 200 subscribers. That would be something and a half. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day. Be excellent to each other. Be kind to children and animals. And I will see you next time.